What is up, YouTube subscribers and viewers? Pyromaniacs. Calling you all for another edition of Mike's Vivid Thunder Pyrotechnics. Alright, tonight, it's Friday. I just wanted to do something different for you guys. I'm actually recording off of my phone instead of my GoPro. See how this turns out. You are looking at my 30-shot angled fan rack that I use on my finales. As a matter of fact, the dimensions are for a 30-shot rack, but I fit 33 fiberglass tubes because of the thickness of the high-density tubes, the HDPE. You can only fit 30 the fiberglass. Take a look at one of them. They're a little bit less thick than, say, a HDPE. I'm going to show you the difference. This is HDPE. And this is fiberglass. Now you can definitely see that the HDPE there is a little bit thicker compared to the thickness, outside diameter of the fiberglass. So it works out. Get an extra few shots in there. Usually I put a little bit of noise at the end of my finale rack anyways. Take a look at my other racks. I've got a lot of bases I gotta knock off, some tubes and some kits that I have. But yeah, I have quite a few racks already loaded with tubes. So tonight, we're gonna talk about, like I said, a little cluttered in here, NOABs and canister shells. So what brought up this topic tonight was, in one of my Pyro groups, a guy was asking about what he could do to get more height in his canister shells. Well, I shoot some pretty big shows. I shoot, like, last year was only 3 shows, and I use a lot of shells. I wouldn't want to mess around and try to, add funnel powder into the lift charge or anything like that. I think that the canister shells, especially these, check out my demo if you haven't watched it already, Neon Beef by Winda. Very good shells. Now, so you can see on the box, it says right on there, 12 loads with gorgeous mines. Unfortunately, I didn't know that. I buy wholesale and bought this case, and I actually told my wholesaler, hey, these are mine shells. Little did I know at the time that it was going to be only half. So I just grabbed a sleeve and was expecting mine shells. If you watch the demo of these, you'll see that I was a little shocked and disappointed, but yet pleasantly surprised with how great these perform. Alright, so here I'm going to show you one sleeve that I have here that is not mine shells. Let's get into the light. It's kind of hard to read this where I'm at. Okay, so we'll kind of look at the performance of each one here. Cracklin' Willow with red, green, and strobe. And then, okay, this one I'm not going to open up, but it's turned to the side. We're not going to be able to see that one, but give you a general idea. Purple Dahlia with Chrysanthemum. Sounds pretty cool. Good color combo. And then Orange Dahlia. I like that orange. You don't see that a lot. And then Brocade Crown. And then we have, let's get over to this. See if we can read that. Pigeon Blood. Okay, now I'm going to put this out there. Red is actually pretty expensive and hard to make, blue being the rarest, but pigeon blood dahlia with gold strobe and willow. And then we have gold palm to color with white strobe. And then, like I said, I did a demo on these. Check it out. It was my last upload. Now we're going to take a look at the performance of the mine shells, which unfortunately I thought they were all going to be. Okay, this one's already all ripped up, but we can kind of make out a little bit. Brocade crown to mine. Then we see there's multicolor palm with crackle. Sounds pretty insane. This one's turned too much. I'm not going to take them out just yet, so we'll just read what we can. Red, green, blue to brocade crown, and mine to red, green, blue to brocade crown. And then we got some silver, and we got a willow, mine, and then blue dahlia. Ooh, we got that blue color in there. I was just talking about that. And then once again, the blood red, the pigeon blood dahlia to chrysanthemum, mine to pigeon blood dahlia to chrysanthemum. Sounds pretty sweet. Seen a lot of that pigeon blood with these mine ones that we got here. Take a look at the last sleeve that I have in the kit that's opened. Okay, pigeon blood, sky blue dahlia with silver strobe mine to pigeon blood, and sky blue dahlia with silver strobe. Nice. Hopefully these are all labeled right, but Windows sometimes tends to mislabel. We'll find out. Well, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna do a sleeve of these. I'll save some for my shows. I'll let you viewers choose out of the descriptions that we were able to read which sleeve you'd like for me to demo. Please leave a comment below. And okay, gold willow with green mine to gold willow with green. And then we got brocade crown to red with white strobe mine to purple and green dahlia with white lace. Brocade mine to brocade crown with gold willow. Purple blue dahlia to brocade crown, mine to purple blue dahlia to brocade crown. Hand's actually getting kind of tired holding it. They are pretty heavy. A 6-shotter sleeve like this. Trying to hold it for the camera kind of will take a toll a little bit. Let's see if I get over in the light. My camera's going to focus on it. Might just have to read this to you guys. Okay, purple to green. I don't know if we can get that or not. Okay, purple to green mine. Once again, I'm liking the color combos in the description. New phone, trying to see if camera will focus. Okay, purple to green, mine to crackling, mine with green and purple dahlia. There we have it. So that's the neon beef description for the rest of the shells in the kit. I'm gonna definitely demo one of those sleeves with the mine effect and give you viewers and subscribers and pyromaniacs what you deserve. And that's what we were expecting. I was expecting when I demoed this. Found out, hey, it's not when I shot it, and then kind of had to take a closer look. But it's not like going to the retail store and you see this sitting on the shelf and you kind of can just take a good look at it, look at the side, and, you know, read the description, because they're in there sitting where you can kind of see the shells in there. Alright, so back to what I was talking about with the group tonight. In one of my Pyro groups on Facebook, a guy wanted to get advice on what to do to make the shells go higher. These go pretty high. I mean, if you want higher than this, you are going to have to get, you know, a shooter's certificate, Pyrotechnics Guild International Certified Certificate, to present to a company that sells articles of pyrotechnics, which is 1.4 Pro, which basically, in a nutshell, a lot of the items you have to know how to brace right, and they have ports. Instead of the visco fuse that you light like this, they have ports and the items where you plug in E-match, and you got to have basic knowledge of e-firing system, and like I said, how to stabilize the product. So it's not for your average Joe Schmo firework 4th of July warrior that buys once a year. They just want you to be safe, and if you can get your hands on 1.4 Pro, they got 62 these 60 I'm sorry, I'm not all that familiar with 1.4 Pro, but they got the 62 single shot tubes. So basically they are like I'd say equivalent to like a NOAB with height, and then they got the symmetrical brake, and they're pretty sweet. They're, if they, you know, you get the ones that perform right. I had a buddy that shot some and they didn't quite get the height. It could have just been some quality control issues with China on that certain batch that he had. What you're looking at is Wacky Tobacco. This is a favorite by a lot of people. This is by Brothers. Now this NOAB is I guess compared a lot to like say Mother of All Bombs. It has the Nishiki effect, but it doesn't exactly have the willows. We'll read the description on this. I got a demo of this coming up. Okay, and it says, lots of smoke, lots of flour, 9 huge sunflowers. So I know it's got some, like, I believe it's going to be like brocade with pistols, with kind of like a Nishiki effect. It lingers a little bit, and like I said, it is definitely a favorite for a lot of pyros out there. Now, there is a little bit of a gimmick with the 3-inch label on here. Really, inside of it, it's a 2.25-inch shell inside of a dummy shell, instead of a 3-inch tube. But let me tell you, they will outperform any other 500-gram cake out there. They will also outperform the canister shells. And on top of that, they have symmetrical brakes versus the canister shells. These guys just have sloppy brakes. And symmetrical, you know, you get the nice circle brakes and looks a little more professional and has better height. And they do kind of brake harder. One of my demos I have coming up, it's a Brothers one. Please stay tuned. You guys are going to enjoy that one. So if you can't get your hands on 1.4 Pro with the, 62 single shot tubes, and I'm sorry about, I'm not sure what the exactly stands for. I just know that they're labeled that way, and that they're single shot tubes, and most guys will just squib them. In other words, connect E-match into the ports and then fire them electronically, and those will get the height, and they'll script it to, their pyro musicals or just their large shells so they don't have to hand fire. So if you can't do that, a good alternative is the NOABs. But the problem with China right now is, the shipping is on the rise with container costs going up. They're not getting containers back to China to reload and get more orders out. We got a bunch of containers right now sitting over in Long Beach, California. We got a predicted fireworks shortage for the 4th of July. I stocked up early, and there's a lot of reclassifications going on. They were trying to label these guys, these NOABs, 9 on a board. Some people will call them 3-inch finale racks. NOABs, that's what I like to call it in most pyros. So yeah, they're talking about importing yet, but in wire cages. A lot of them still coming in from last year, are pretty much what's going to be there unless China changes their mind or they move forward with the wire cages. But they were talking about just going down to 2-inch, like 12 on a board. So a dozen on a board, DOAB, if you will. Let's hope that's not the case and that NOABs and 1.4 Pro live on. Long live 1.4 Pro and the NOABs. Another thing I'm going to show you guys in a demo here in the next day or so, maybe the next few days. The Scatterbrain. Awesome fan cake. I love the bushy comets, and I love the nice loud crackling to it, and a little ending with some pretty decent breaks. Stay tuned for that. This one's 53 shots. I think that Pyro King did not water this one out with this item down. Some of them, they're saying, some people have it that the rumor out there is with Winco buying Pyro King that they're watered down and that they're going to continue to deteriorate in quality. Let's all hope that's not the case. I've got plenty of Black Hat items, and I gotta say I'm not disappointed. I mean, the ones that I've demoed on my channel are pretty solid, and it could just be the atmospheric conditions on the boat ride over here from China. A lot of humidity gets in these items sometimes, guys, and that's an issue with fireworks. No, they're not, I guess, letting their guard down on quality control or watering down their product, trying to scam us. A lot of times it's just the humidity. You let these sit in storage in a dry storage area and kind of bake in the sun, a little bit to get the humidity out. A lot of times they will hit they're flash broken. And Pyro King was always known to be hard hitting, flash broken cakes. So you'll see how this performs in my demo coming up. That's basically all I wanted to talk about tonight. And I want you guys to look forward to the demo. Like I said, let me know in the comments below what you want to see as far as what sleeve with, the effects that I was able to read. I should have took them out, but I don't want to kind of make a mess right now. I'm already trying to organize my wholesale orders, and then I'm going to be getting around to prepping some shows, the basics, just a little kickstart on some shows, organizing and building and designing. So I wanted to do something different, a little Friday video, another we'll call it Thunder Talk, and we'll call it a Thunder Talk edition of Mike's Vivid Thunder Pyrotechnics. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Peace and love.